The Xbox One, like I've said in the past, is probably it will go down in history as the worst console of all time, and that's not because of this news I'm about to bring to you about Japan not supporting that console. The Xbox One is probably just the worst console of all time because it really doesn't have any games that caters to the fan base. Not at all. Another Halo, another Gears of War, another this, another that is just going to cut the mustard in 2015 and beyond. In 2015 and beyond, you're going to need a console that can cater to everybody, except for just focusing on a small select few. The PlayStation 4 is that console where it can cater to dude bros, it will cater to the weirdos, it will cater to the he bitches, it will cater to everybody. And that's the reason why the PlayStation 4 is thriving here and today. Don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. That's the reason why the PlayStation 4 is thriving. It's because it's a console for every man. Just like how the PlayStation 1 was the console for every man. Just like the PlayStation 2 was the console for every man. And the PlayStation 3 lost their way. But they brought it right back up the anal canal of the gaming community. And let people know that the PlayStation 4 is dedicated to the everyday gamer. All types of gamers. And it's a beautiful thing. Now, let's get on this. With that statement said, Xbox One, yes, we can say the Japanese won't support American products. We could say that. And is that a bad thing? It might be to white America, but to me, I think that's the most beautifulest thing I've ever seen in my life. I think white America hates that you don't rely on them. White America despises. White America is so insecure. They despise that you don't rely on them when it comes to their products and their brands. I think that's a beautiful thing where I wish black people as a whole would just say, you know what, fuck it. We don't need anything. Come up with our own shit, our own companies, our own brands. We will be just like Japan. We would be thriving with just hip-hop alone. Hip-hop is $1 billion industry. With hip-hop alone, if that was just our product, that motherfucker, yo, you see what I'm saying? And I think that's a beautiful thing that Japan doesn't rely on America for shit. They can create their own thing and make billions upon billions of dollars all over the world. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But is that the case for the Xbox One? Let's get to that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to say, well, you know, it's just not, you know, the Xbox One, you know, Japan are just haters. They don't like the Xbox One. Japan is this, you know, they don't understand the Xbox One, this, that, and the third. But let's think about this. Let's think about it. You know, those are allegedly, quote unquote, true statements. Those are the keywords the community is going to use to just say why the Xbox One is failing in Japan. Let's be honest, though. Let's just be 100% pure to fact. Let's look at the Xbox One as a whole. If America is a place, this shows you the difference between Japanese and America. America is a place where programming is what going to sell consoles and video games. We just seen it with The Witcher. We just seen it with Watch Dogs. We just seen it with Destiny. We just seen it with Metal Gear Solid 5. We just seen it with all type. We seen it with the Xbox One. We seen it with the PlayStation 4. Marketing, programming, throw it in your face every 2 seconds. Lying, overhyping. Every day there's a video about this. Every day there's a video about Metal Gear. Every day there's a video about Witcher. Every day there's a video about Watch Dogs. There's a video about Destiny. This is a country full of programming, and people only buy because of that programming. Grand Theft Auto, and people will say it's good because of the programming. We are a place that's full of 100% programming. Catered to Japan. Now let's look at Japan now. Japan only buys what they love. What they know they love. What they know is hot. What they That you can't program the Japanese into believing that Dynasty Warriors, which I do not like. But, you know, the Dynasty Warriors will come out every year and they will run out to the stores and go buy it like hotcakes compared to America. Because that's something that they love, that's something that they like, and that's something that they enjoy. That's something that they're going to pick up and put hours upon hours upon hours of gameplay in. What other games? JRPGs. Monster Hunter. All types of swanky, wild games that are just successful in Japan that will not be as successful here in the States. That's because they buy what they love, they know what they love, and they know what they like. When a PlayStation product comes out, they buy what they love, they know what they love, they buy what they like. You can't program them into believing that the Xbox One is amazing because they're not going to fall for it. Here in America, that's what we do. Here in America, men can walk around with wigs, blonde wigs, makeup, and then America is programmed to say that is a woman, and it's not. Here in America, a man can snip his testicles, take those same testicles, flip them inside, push them into the anal canal, and says that's a vagina, and it's not. Here in America, they are programming the youth to fall in love with this society of a man walking around as a woman, saying that is the new woman, and guess what? She's better than a woman, and she's not. Programming, people. So that's the reason why I believe the Xbox One is not successful. And it shouldn't be successful. Xbox One is not even successful in the States. So Xbox One is not even that successful here. So how can the Xbox be successful anywhere else? Does the Xbox One really have games that supply the everyday consumer? You know, I mean, let's think about it. Let's think about it in the aspect of this. If you weren't programmed to buy the Xbox One, if you actually thought about, let me buy the Xbox One today because of this. Not because of, oh, I'm going to buy Halo in the future, going to buy Halo 5 2 years from now. Let's think about it like this. Does the Xbox One really supply what the gamers need? No, because you can look at it in the gaming sales. Halo Master Chief Collection sold miserably for a Halo game. Sunset Overdrive sold horribly. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the consoles are selling because we were programmed to go out and buy them. But when you look at the game sales, there's really, if you look at the game sales alone, another Gears of War, and not only that, the Gears of War is a remake of something we've already played 10 years ago. Does the Xbox One really have what the Japanese, and not even the Japanese, the world, do they have any games that anybody's really willing to enjoy? Another Forza. Does the world, does the masses of people really want that? Do you expect Japan to buy an Xbox One because of these bullshit ass games? I mean, just really think about it. Really think about that shit. Think about it. Tomb Raider, the marketing there was more marketing money put into the first Tomb Raider more than it was sold. They put in millions upon millions of dollars on a Tomb Raider game that everybody already fucking knew about Tomb Raider. I can see if it was Watch Dogs when you put in these millions, or Destiny or some bullshit like that, but everybody already knew about Tomb Raider in the 90s. That's like Konami and Kojima putting in billions of dollars towards the Metal Gear franchise when everybody already knows what the fuck Metal Gear is. Square Enix went out and put millions of dollars into the marketing franchise towards Tomb Raider and didn't get the same amount of money back. Do you really think Tomb Raider alone, just by what I just told you, is going to be the standards for gaming? Is what the people really want? I want it to be. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Really? Tomb fucking Raider? Lara Croft Adventure? We're still not rating Tombs. It's a dude. It's the whole Tomb Raider, what it used to be, has been stripped, and it's a whole new, totally exact different game. It's stealing from the Uncharted template, bringing nothing new to the field. We've already seen this already, and this is something that you expect Japan and yet the world to be in love with? This is the reason why Japanese has to go out and support the Xbox One? Listen, Japan doesn't do that shit, man. Japan doesn't believe in 5-hour campaigns. Japan doesn't believe in streamlining the gameplay so that everybody can enjoy. Japan, the reason I love Japanese games, and I know Japan loves these games, is because there's something about the Japanese game, and it's not because of the colors and the girls and the hentai looking bullshit. It's just that these games, that from the Monster Hunters to the Pokemons to the endless catalog of game that Japan had, that America loves and enjoys, and I guaranteed if Japan was taking all of the Japanese games from Nintendo on, if they were taking out and they never came to America, gaming in America would die. It would be dead. If Microsoft left, nothing would change. But when it comes to those Japanese games, it's just something about I have ADHD and OCD. And their games really just attack my ADHD and my OCD. In a 5-hour campaign where you're basically just playing cinematic cutscenes. That's all these games are. That's all these Call of Duty campaigns are. They're just cinematic cutscenes. It's just linear, going straight down a corridor, shooting things, point and click, bullshits. And you really think that Japan's going to enjoy that? I don't think so, people. Anyway, moral of the story is this. Japan might have a bias towards America, but America and Phil Spencer has to start creating the games that cater to the Japanese crowd. Now, you might say Phil Spencer can do that, but it'll fail. But Phil Spencer said out of his own mouth that he was not going to give up on Japan. The main reason I bought an Xbox 360 was because of the games like the Blue Dragons, the Lost Odysseys, the Infinite Undiscoveries, the Tales of Vesperius. And this is somebody that despises the Xbox brand growing up. When the Xbox first came out, I hated that motherfucker. But when the 360 came and they were really trying to attack that PlayStation audience by bringing those Japanese games, I had no choice to buy an Xbox. And guess what? I actually did enjoy it for the time being. I don't know. I think Phil Spencer should hold his word, hold his promise, and he should at least try. I can see if he tried and he failed, then I would be like, I would give Phil Spencer and I'll give Microsoft their props through and through. But it looks like by saying we're not going to Tokyo Game Show, by still showing that you're not having any Japanese exclusives, by the fan base really not supporting the games that are coming out of Japan, it just lets me know, like, yo, I mean, you know, how can you be like, fuck Japan, they don't support Microsoft, when you guys don't even support Japan when they drop something? Well, you know, I mean, it's not cool. It's not the cool thing to do. It's not this. It's not, you know what I mean? Everybody's doing this. It doesn't sell. Well, it could sell if you support it. Motherfuckers didn't even know about Japanese games until I told them about it. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Let's just be real about that. Motherfuckers, from the PlayStation to the Xbox side, motherfuckers didn't even know Japanese games was the shit till I came. That's a fact. And I told Sony, you need to get back to those Japanese games because that's what built your fucking brand. Sony went right back to the fucking Japanese games. Dragon Quest, I mean, it's just Japanese games galore. And the PlayStation is thriving. We haven't heard Sony going out of business, losing money type of ordeal in a long time, in a very long time. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get up out of here. Listen, I'm not trying to bash the Xbox anymore. It's really not on my radar anymore. It's a dog shit ass console. It's not even part of the competition anymore. It's only part of the competition because Xbox fanboys don't have any games. They have nothing better to do, be on YouTube and Twitter all day. And they continue to want their voices to be heard, but their voices are nowhere to be found. Has anybody heard from Phil Spencer in a couple of months? The man is quiet. All throughout the year, just Japanese game is coming. Oh, Tokyo Game Show next week, people. Tokyo Game Show. Very excited. Very fucking excited. Yes. Yakuza rumors. A new Yakuza game is coming out of Tokyo. Every Tokyo Game Show, there's a Yakuza game coming. Very excited. Very excited.